Live from WRAL News Headquarters in Raleigh, your number one source for local news. WRAL News, coverage you can count on.
New at 6, we are already looking ahead to the start of the work week, and that is because WRAL is issuing a weather alert day for Monday. That's due to the potential of some winter weather. Thank you for joining us. I'm Keely Arthur. Meteorologist Mike Mays is in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. And Mike, this is feeling a little early right now, isn't it?
Well, we're timing out the possibility of some precipitation coming perhaps later in the afternoon and evening on Monday. Now, all the high-resolution models that we've been looking at have escalated the potential for some snow on Monday. That's why we've issued a WRAL weather alert day out of abundance of caution in case the models end up being correct. So the timing we're looking at is mid to late in the afternoon. That's the winter precipitation. The impacts, of course, will be slick roads, especially the elevated roads, the bridges, and the precipitation, like the last event we had on Friday morning, looks like it would be relegated to our northern counties. This might just be along the Virginia line and up into Virginia. So here's Futurecast, and the system we're watching right now is across the northern plains. Tomorrow looks like a pretty nice day in the 50s, but here comes the upper level energy, and as it moves in, it'll prompt the development of precipitation. I believe we'll see rain at the onset, but later in the afternoon, as some colder air comes in, there could be a rain-snow mix, and then some locations could end as all snow. There's lunchtime, and there's 4 o'clock. Now, if the snow gets in, or actually the cold air gets in quick enough, there could be more snow out of this. I'll explain more with a greater detail with the town-by-town Futurecast coming up in a few minutes. Keely.
Mike Mays timing it out. You can prepare for Monday's weather alert day with the WRAL weather app. Remember, it is free to download. Just make sure to turn on those push notifications so you can have important weather alerts sent straight to your phone.
Now, breaking news from WRAL, coverage you can count on.
Breaking news at 6, one man is dead, another person in surgery. This is after a crash in Harnett County. The head-on crash happened at Highway 301, half a mile south of Hodges Chapel Road. Our breaking news tracker was on the scene and said it looked like a pickup truck and Tesla were involved in that crash. We're working to confirm the drivers' identities and get an update on the injured driver's condition. And we have some new information tonight about a stabbing that happened last night on a light rail in Charlotte. It appears the suspect was in the country illegally and may have even been previously deported. WRAL's Luis Fernandez is here now. And Luis, you have been working all day to learn more information on this. What can you tell us?
Well, Keely, we have been looking through the warrants today to learn more about the suspect and what happened on that railroad car. Take a look at this picture. This is 33-year-old Oscar Solorzano. He faces several charges, including the felonies attempted first-degree murder, assault with a deadly weapon, causing serious injury, and breaking and entering a motor vehicle. He's currently in jail without bond. Now, according to Charlotte-Mecklenburg police, just before 5 p.m. yesterday, officers found Kenyon Doby with a stab wound on North Brevard Street. He was taken to the hospital to be treated for serious injuries. Officers arrested Solorzano a short while later. His arrest warrant states that he entered a Katz railroad car and, quote, contained things of value with the intent to commit a felony. The warrant also added that Solorzano was disruptive and intoxicated in a public place and challenged the stabbing victim to a fight after cursing and shouting at others in the car using, quote, unintelligible and slurred words. People in the Charlotte area say they are shaken by the second high-profile attack on the train.
I have been physically shaking since I've heard that this is another stabbing. This is absolutely horrifying, and people should not have to live in fear of being one bad stroke of luck away from being the next victim.
Now, Charlotte NBC affiliate WCNC reported that there was no bond set for Solorzano because he is in the country illegally and, quote, has been deported previously. Now, WRAL is working to confirm this information. The victim of the stabbing, Kenyon Doby, posted about what happened on TikTok. He also reached out to WRAL's Brian Schrader after Brian posted the report on social media. Doby said he was heading home on the train and saw the suspect confronting an older person. He told Brian the man handed another passenger his bike and said, quote, I'm about to show you who I really am. Doby says he jumped up and told the man to leave everyone alone. Then the man grabbed his hands. Doby says he pushed the man, and that's when the man stabbed him.
I wasn't trying to be a macho man, but what I won't allow is you to attack any random people for no reason, especially the elderly. How could she or he defend themselves? If they would have got stabbed like I got stabbed, I guess it's better off that it happened to me and not no older person.
Wow. Dobie said a tube is draining blood from his lung. He says his left hand and arm are numb. We actually spoke with Kenyon Dobie a short while ago. He says he's doing better today, but he told us that the doctors had considered him in grave condition yesterday. Even so, he says he has no regrets about stepping in, Keely.
Oh my gosh, we are just seeing so much violence right now. And of course, this might be reminding you of what happened at the Charlotte light rail stabbing just a few months ago. That's when 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee Irina Zerutska was stabbed and killed on the train in August. The suspect, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown, is charged with knowingly and unlawfully using a dangerous weapon with intent to cause death. He is also federally charged with one count of committing an act causing death on a mass transportation system. Brown's next court date is scheduled for April 2026. Well, you are looking at new video from a Durham house fire from yesterday. 3 people were hurt in this, and now, as WRAL's Flynn Schneider reports, fire crews are working to find out what started it.
Flames engulfed this house in Durham. It's what firefighters found when they arrived on Shepherd Street Friday night. Broadcastify radio traffic captured the response.
We do still have active fire on floor 1 on the Alpha Bravo corner. We have a line over in that location.
These images from the Durham Fire Department show heavy flames and smoke as firefighters rush in. Inside, they revived one person who was taken to the hospital. 2 others inside were able to escape.
At the top of Shepherd again, there's 2 additional patients.
Investigators say all 3 were hurt. Multiple neighbors tell us off camera that they heard what sounded like an explosion. In a statement, the Durham Fire Battalion chief said first arriving units found a large amount of smoke showing from the front. Further investigation found a large amount of fire in the basement and on the first floor. Using 3 hose lines, firefighters were able to put out the fire after 20 minutes. Intense flames that left this house with heavy smoke and fire damage, and a search for answers about what caused it. Flynn Snyder, WRAL News, Durham.
And WRAL is working to get an update on the condition of the victim. The Durham County Sheriff's Office says an inmate died at their detention facility this morning. This happened around 4 a.m. when officers noticed a detainee unresponsive in his cell. While life-saving measures were taken, the man was later pronounced dead at the facility. The State Bureau of Investigation confirms it is now investigating the circumstances of that man's death. A beloved Durham tradition is back tonight, the annual tree lighting. Now, this is after the city announced it was postponed last month due to immigration enforcement operations. WRAL's Kirsten Clark joins us live from CCB Plaza. Kirsten, we are just moments away from the annual tree lighting. So exciting.
That we are, Keely. It's really been a party out here today. We've seen people dancing, singing, just having a good time and enjoying themselves. And it's a big contrast to what we saw here just about 2 weeks ago here at the CCB Plaza when we were here for an ICE protest. I want you to take a look at this video from the night of November 21st. You can see hundreds of people gathered here at CCB Plaza holding signs, chanting, and standing in solidarity against Border Patrol activity in the area. The tree lighting was initially scheduled to happen on the same night. Organizer Downtown Durham Incorporated postponed it out of concern that many people would not feel safe attending and to hold space for any protests. Today, the event is back in full swing. I had a chance to speak with the president of Downtown Durham, Inc. and ask if immigration enforcement was taken into consideration when planning for today.
No reason at all not to have this event, and we're getting a great turnout of the community. So certainly we can't dictate what's happening at different levels, but we can hold this space to, again, bring the community together, to support all of our community, to include those who may still not feel comfortable or safe coming out. We want them to know that we hear and we understand and recognize, and they are here with us, even if they can't be here physically.
back live here now. You can see all the people here behind me. You can feel the energy. The tree lighting is expected to happen. There's a tree right there behind me in just about a little less maybe than 30 minutes here. And for those that are still wanting to come out tonight to celebrate and have a good time, all the events wrap up at 7 o'clock tonight. Live in Durham, Kirsten Clark, WRAL News.
Thank you, Kirsten. Well, celebrating a big accomplishment, we highlight one of Wake Tech's graduates who overcame extreme obstacles to earn his degree. Plus, a chance to win big. How much money is up for grabs in tonight's Powerball drawing? And if you see breaking news, have a story tip, or shoot video or pictures of our weather, please report it to us. You can go to WRAL.com/report it to send your video, pictures, or tip to our news team. We'll be right back. It was a big day for these Wake Tech students. More than 1,000 grads walked across the stage at the college's winter commencement today. And get this, graduates represented 44 counties in North Carolina. They range in age from 17 to 64. 233 of them are in families where they are the first to graduate with a higher education degree. And nearly half of the graduating students earned transfer degrees. Well, listen to this one. Among those that earned their diplomas today was Ganesh Bandaru. He is 24 and battling a rare genetic disorder since he was 12. Now, he is graduating with an associate's degree today, and you may remember we first highlighted him when he graduated from high school, Panner Creek High School, just in 2019. Congratulations to Ganesh and all of today's graduates. The Wake County Sheriff's Office got in the holiday spirit today with the Shop with the Sheriff event. The Walmart in Knightdale provided 47 children with $200 gift cards to fulfill their holiday wish list. Learning Express Toys, Walmart, Target, and the Sheriff's Office Charitable Foundation all partnered to make this event possible. Well, tonight, a lucky Powerball player could win up to $820 million. This is the 8th largest jackpot in history, and the cash option is more than $383 million. You can watch tonight's drawing live on WRAL right before our 11 o'clock news. And switching over to weather, Mike, this is why people are watching right now, and it looks like we're going to see more winter weather Monday.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Now, Kat and I were talking yesterday about how Monday had the potential for some rain and maybe some wet snowflakes mixed in, maybe some ice pellets. I tell you what, all the high-resolution models coming in today, quite bullish now on seeing some frozen precipitation. It looks more like a rain-snow mix, maybe ending all with snow. This is my thinking as of right now, where you see the green is just a cold rain. In fact, our southern counties may not see anything at all. And then up to the north, you have that transition zone where it starts as rain, and then as colder air comes in during the afternoon, it would become a rain-snow mix, potentially ending all as snow and causing problems. Perhaps in some locations, most of the accumulation could be on elevated surfaces. Now, moisture is limited, maybe only about 0.2 of an inch of liquid equivalent. But the thing is, if the cold air comes in quicker, we could see a quicker changeover to snow. That would be more dire when it comes to traveling. So we just want you to be aware, and that's why we've issued the WRAL Weather Alert Day. Something could be coming on Monday. Again, the models are more bullish. The European model is actually the one that shows the least coverage. The American model shows pretty good coverage as well. And I'm not going to show a high-resolution model because I think it's overdone at this point. So here is Monday. What we're thinking as we start the day, clouds and temperatures running in the 30s, and this is the European model showing the green being the rain, really not reaching to the south all that much, but then there's your transition zone at lunchtime, and then the colder air punches in during the afternoon. We start to see more of a snow rain mix at 3 o'clock, and then heading into the latter part of the afternoon, it's still the northern counties that are seeing the mix. Some of the high resolution models push this all the way down into the Raleigh area, so we have to be aware that that could end up being a potential case. I'll have new models coming in this evening. Join me tonight at 10 on Fox 50 and here on WRAL. We'll see if anything does change, but I wanted to head this off by issuing that WRAL Weather Alert Day in case it becomes more of an issue. By 8 o'clock Monday evening, still some snow to the north, and there could be some travel issues up there. By 11 o'clock, it is all gone. Now, good news is our clearing is about coming or almost here. It's off to the west. We're still overcast now as we look at our tower. 39. The high only got to 41. It was a cold, raw day. Rain was does to the south as well. Take a look at the dual Doppler 5000 radar, still raining in Wilmington, but at one point it was in southern Sampson County and Duplin County and Bladen counties, but that will continue to move out of the area as we go through the night. And there's the clearing line right now, moving through the Triad. We'll see mostly clear skies overnight, and tomorrow looks like a pretty good day. Cooler tonight. Mid-20s to the north, the 31 in Fayetteville, 30 in Raleigh, 27 at Rocky Mount. During the day tomorrow, hour by hour, keyword there, should get into the low 50s. I'm expecting partly to mostly sunny skies, so enjoy the day tomorrow if we see that sunshine, which I think we will. And then our highs tomorrow in the lower to maybe mid-50s. It's all sunshine dependent. WRAL weather alert day for the day on Monday with that rain-snow mix. We'll watch to see how this evolves over the next 24 to 36 hours. 41 the high. Tuesday, 44 after a morning low of 23. If there's any moisture left on the roads, there could be black ice issues in the morning on Tuesday. Nice warm up for Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday night and Friday, it looks like it's all rain, Keely.
Oh, goodness. We got to pack those warm coats. Thank you so much, Mike. Well, let's switch it over to WRAL sports anchor Luke Notstein. And Luke, you are tracking some big news for Duke.
Hey, Keely, last year the ACC had 2 teams make the college football playoff. This year it's possible that no ACC teams will make it. But Duke not worried about that right now. Blue Devils focused on winning the ACC championship tonight. Up next, why Duke head coach Manny Diaz is confident his team can take care of business this evening against Virginia.
We have a big night tonight. SNL is all new. Melissa McCarthy returns to host for the 6th time alongside freshman musical guest Dijon. You can watch Saturday Night Live immediately after our 11 p.m. newscast.
Hey everyone, I'm Luke Notstein. This football season in the ACC has been complicated and somewhat unexpected. Back in the fall, Duke was picked to finish 6th in the conference and Virginia 14th. Plus, the Cavaliers already beat the Devils once this year, but tonight those 2 teams will play again, this time for the ACC championship game. Duke enters this game at 7-5 and made it here by virtue of winning a 5-way tiebreaker against other teams with the same conference record. If Duke can pull off the upset tonight and win the ACC championship, the Blue Devils would not be guaranteed a spot in the college football playoff. But head coach Manny Diaz is doing his best to block out all the noise and all the playoff scenarios and just get his guys to play their best football against the Cavaliers.
Our guys deserve to be here. I think that's the first thing. I think there's a notion that we won like a scratch-off lottery ticket type deal to get here. Like, right, we won by the most objective metric possible. We won the 2nd most games in the league, and everybody else who won the same amount of games that we won, we had the hardest schedule. I mean, it's funny, we complain all the time about the subjectivity in college football and rankings and committees and whatnot, and this is the most objective way to determine who the champions are.
This will be the first time since 2013 that Duke will be playing in the ACC championship game. Well, in the past 3 games, Duke's Cameron Boozer has scored 90 points. According to ESPN research, that is the most in a 3-game span by a Duke freshman in program history and the most for any Duke player since J.J. Redick back in 2006. Today, Boozer and Duke on the road at number 7 Michigan State. Oh, some heavyweights going to battle. Early in the first half, Caden Boozer, Cam's brother, alley-oop to Malik Brown, who finishes strong. Blue Devils with the early lead. Then 4 minutes to play in the second half. Boozer finds Isaiah Evans from Fayetteville. Evans buries the triple for 3 of his 9 points. Then less than 30 seconds to play. Cameron Boozer drives into the paint, gets doubled, kicks it out to Caleb Foster, who launches and gets the friendly roll. Duke beats Michigan State 66-60. Blue Devils improve to 10-0 this season.
Yeah, I got to make the right play every time. I know my guys are going to find me. So, back-to-back games, 2 guys hit big-time shots, 2 different guys. So I think that's what describes our team. We're 9 deep, and we're going to keep it rolling.
Duke's next game will be Tuesday, December 16th against Lipscomb. NC State entered this weekend with a perfect record of 4-0 at home here in Raleigh. The Wolfpack hoping to make it 5-0 this afternoon, taking on UNC Asheville at the Lenovo Center. Let's go to the first half. Wolfpack down 3. Quadir Copeland kicks it out to Matt Abel, and Abel fills it up from the corner pocket, 3 of his 13 points. Then in the second half, it's the Van Allen Lubin show. The former Tar Heel getting it done. Great ball movement down low to the big fella who dunks it home for 2 of his game-high 23. And then Copeland searching and makes the great dish down low through the lane to Lubin for the bucket. NC State beats UNC Asheville 75-63. Well, the Tar Heels had one of their biggest wins of the season this week when they beat Kentucky by 3 points Tuesday night. Carolina will return home tomorrow when they host Georgetown in Chapel Hill. Caleb Wilson has been simply one of the best players in the country, and he's only getting better. The freshman star is scoring more than 19 points and getting 10 boards per game for the Heels. Wilson and Carolina are undefeated at home. They will host Georgetown Sunday evening at 5 o'clock in Chapel Hill. Carolina Hurricanes return to the ice tonight when they will host the Nashville Predators. Canes have won 2 of their past 3 games, and they currently sit in second place in the Metro Division. Puck drop tonight between Carolina and Nashville is set for 7 o'clock. We'll have highlights from that and a couple other things for you tonight, including Duke football, Keely.
Looking forward to it, Luke. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. Have a good evening. Catch us at 11.